She's doing some thematic introductions of what they do at 𝐼𝐸. And so what they talked about, she had two guests on this week, and we'll introduce them in a second. But what she wanted to talk about was AI, the stage that it's in, and will it become highly profitable? Will it become commoditized due to massive capital influx? Everybody's in AI today. There are billions and billions rolling into it. And there's an open question as whether we've reached peak AI, whether we've reached peak whether all this investment is going to be for naught, whether it's going to be wasted, or are we in this moment of change into a new world? And so the early results, Cathie says, is that we're at the beginning of a transformative technology journey. And this has been presaged by 𝐼𝐸 for many years. I mean, I became aware of 𝐼𝐸 back in 2017 or 20, in around that period. And Cathie was already preaching this message. And I think it's happening as fast and maybe even faster than Cathie had in mind as she set up 𝐼𝐸 and based her entire thesis on innovation. So she introduced two of her senior people, Joseph and Joseph talked about the AI market. And Joseph's thesis was that we're in the 90s in the internet era as far as AI is concerned. And there's going to be a significant economic disruption.
Cathie suggested we might not even be in the 90s yet, by comparison, that we might be in the late 80s by comparison in terms of where the I don't know, how would you call it, the move from the science to the infrastructure to the apps to the et cetera, that we might even be in the late 80s as a comparison.
Yeah, I honestly don't believe that the trajectory of this revolution is going to be anything like the trajectory of the internet revolution. I mean, you know, all revolutions are different in character, like recessions and like unhappy families. So I don't like to say, I think it's a good way to kind of orient people to the fact that this is an early stage, and orient people that the fact that it's going to make a major change. I think those are the parallels. Trying to pin down, you know, this is when that happened and now we're kind of happening at that, I don't think that's apt. But nonetheless, there's this debate about whether AI will be highly profitable, and some people are saying, oh, it's just going to be commoditized. Everybody's going to have AI and it's just going to be commoditized and nobody's going to make money out of it. That's kind of like they said about the internet, and that was kind of like the battle between Netscape and Microsoft. And it turned out the battle for the browser was a side issue, was actually a non-issue. And it came to the point that the browser doesn't actually mean anything. In fact, we're about to enter an age where we don't even use browsers anymore.
Right.
So we worry about the wrong things at the time that we're worrying about the things,
of course.
You know. So I don't think that there's going to be commoditization. There's going to be a lot of specialization. There's going to be a lot of new emergent ideas, emergent products that we cannot even at this point imagine.
Absolutely.
And companies like NVIDIA, says Joseph, are early indicators of how AI will impact industries, and early results show that we are at the beginning of a transformative technology journey. And that really sums it up so nicely. So as far as the market is concerned, watch this space.